Hey story explorers! Welcome back to SV Story Corner. Today we are doing something a little different. We all grew up hearing simple fables as children, stories about animals and morals. But have you ever noticed that these simple stories often mirror the greatest moments of our ancient heroes? Today I want to show you how a tiny mouse and the mighty Hanuman taught us the exact same life-changing lesson. Let's dive in. I have a question for you. Who's stronger? A giant scary lion or a tiny squeaky mouse? You might say the lion, right? He has the big roar. But what if I told you that being small is actually a secret superpower? Today, we are traveling from the deep green jungles of a famous fable, all the way into the magical skies of Ramayana to see how the tiny mouse and the mighty Hanuman used the same secret to save the day. Once upon a time, a big grumpy lion was taking a nap. Suddenly, squeak! A tiny mouse accidentally ran right over his nose. The lion woke up, pinned the mouse down with one huge paw, and roared, How dare you wake the king? I should eat you right now. The mouse shook with fear but said, Wait please, let me go. I'm small, but maybe one day I can help you. The mouse shook with fear. The lion laughed so hard his belly shook. A mouse help a lion? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. But because he was in a good mood, he let the mouse go. But then, a few days later, the lion walked into a hunter's trap. He was tied up in thick, heavy ropes. He rode and pulled, but the ropes were too strong. The big king was stuck. Then he heard a tiny voice. Don't worry, Mr. Lion. It was the mouse. He didn't use muscles. He used a tiny sharp teeth to go munch, munch. He chewed through the ropes, and the lion was free. The lion learned a big lesson. No one is too small, too big to be a big help. Now, let's go to our favorite hero, Hanuman. He is strong enough to lift mountains, right? But did you know his coolest power isn't being big, it's being humble. When Hanuman was flying across the ocean to find Sita Ma, a giant sea monster named Surasa rose out of the water. She opened her mouth wide, really wide, and said to pass me, You must go inside my mouth. Hanuman thought, okay, let's play. He grew big as a house. Surasa grew as big as a city. Hanuman grew even bigger, but Surasa's mouth grew even wider. It was like a contest of who could be the biggest. But then Hanuman had a mouse moment. Instead of getting bigger, he suddenly became tiny, as small as your thumb. He zipped into Surasa's mouth and popped right back out before she could even say snap. He showed her that he was brave enough to be small. Surasa was so impressed by his wits and his humility that she let him go. Hanuman didn't win by being a giant. He won being a mouse. So, what do our two friends teach us today? The mouse taught us that even if people laugh at you for being small, your talents are important. Hanumanji taught us that that you don't always have to shout or fight to win. Sometimes being humble and smart is the greatest strength of all. Did you like seeing these stories connect? If you want to hear more about Hanuman's adventure or the other jungle fables, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Question for you. If you could shrink to the size of a mouse for 1 hour, what would you do? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks for visiting SV's Story Corner. Keep reading, keep dreaming, and stay epic. Please share and subscribe. Happy Ram Navami to all, and happy birthday to our Lord Ram. Bye.